All right, well, here I am now in Thailand, right? Bert Burger coming to you. My name's Bert Burger. I'm from Western Australia. I was born in Perth and grew up in the southwest corner. And I normally use the word Margaret River because most people have heard of Margaret River, but not a lot of people have heard of Perth. Can I get a coffee, please? Cool. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Grew up in Western Australia, southwest corner, and yeah, it's a great place to live. The ocean, eh? Yeah, all right. Thrown in the deep end. Yeah, actually, didn't have a choice as far as falling in love with the ocean. I mean, it's definitely real. It's a passion. It's my own. But it came from my family. I mean, my mum was a surfer. My uncles, my cousins, my grandfather, and I was just born into a family of surfers, and I didn't really have a choice, and I just got dragged along at a very early age and put on surfboards before I could walk and pushed into waves, and yeah, so that was it. So I just kind of got born into a surf family, growing up right on the beach. Waikiki Beach, south of Perth, Rockingham, Western Australia. Beautiful sheltered little beach, perfect spot for a kid to learn to surf. Got a little older, moved out to some outer islands and reefs, and then later on moving down to Yallingup, Margaret River, southwest corner. So really, really beautiful part of the world to grow up in. Started early, real early. I think I was about 8 years old when I had a go at trying to shape a board, or try to reshape a board, surfing foamies at the time. Something that little kids mainly surfed because they weren't hard with fiberglass and fiberglass fins. It was basically just a piece of foam. But it was possible that you could reshape one, so I had a go and changed its performance characteristics. And my cousins and my uncles didn't like me using their boards, and I think I got a surfboard when I was 9 years old, which was pretty cool, my very own. Later on, when I was about 12, all my friends were getting into surfing, and they were getting new boards, you know, previous little rich kids. We were quite poor, even though I grew up on the beach, poor financially. Couldn't get a board, so I had to make my own board. So I made my first board when I was 12. Got an old board, ripped the fiberglass off it. Mum gave me an old cotton bed sheet, which I used, and I bought a tin of resin from the hardware store for $11. I think I even got the old fin off the board, reshaped it. Anyway, I was able to make a surfboard. I think it cost me about $14 or $15 altogether. And I made my very first board, and that was that. I basically, from the age of 12, I was making my own boards pretty much well. And so that's how I got into it. And then I was doing repairs, and then friends from school asked me to make boards, and honestly, I just kind of got pushed into it. I just don't know, it just evolved. Growing up on the beach, also lived in a house where most of my friends had to ride past on their bikes with their boards under their arm to get to the surf. So when they damaged their boards, they'd come and leave them with me. I'd repair them, and it also was a little bit of a board depot. Yeah, so that's how the board shaping thing kind of emerged. All right, coffee. All right. Yeah. What makes a great surfboard, eh? I don't know. Look, let's be realistic. We build a lot of different boards. I mean, you look around this room, I mean, you got short boards, long boards, hybrids, you got high performance long boards. You know, we've got SUP. I mean, we've got some windsurfers, foil boards. So, I mean, we do a little bit of everything. I mean, for me, a good board's just got to be the right board for the right person. It's just, that's it. And so, look, I think being around surfboards all my life, you sort of you come across observations, you make anecdotal observations, you learn things, and so, you're able to point people in the right direction based on their skill set, what their needs are, and so on. So I think a great board is really the right board for you, and also just having that relationship with your board builder as well, so you consistently get good boards. I feel a lot of people swap brands too much, swap boards too much, and really it's kind of like a board builder is a bit like having a good doctor or a good lawyer. It's kind of, or a good mechanic, right? It's kind of something you need in life. What drives the innovation? Oh, it's the need. Look, I mean, it's been different at different times, okay? So I guess for a long time I was really focused on having guys winning contests on the boards, which means you're sort of focused on performance and you're focused on winning. And also too, along with that, being in Western Australia, really heavy location, and just breaking so many boards. And then me too, being a big guy my whole life, really board destroyer. So I guess what drove the innovation was the need to just make it better, make it stronger, make it more durable, and also the need to chase performance because you're trying to create surfboards where people are winning. I remember my dad told me once, he said, look, no one's going to take you seriously unless you got the best guys in the world winning on your boards. And it's like, okay, fair enough. So went down a little brief period there where I was kind of focused on getting the results. Yeah. Dingo, come on, mate. Yeah, I mean, the DNA of Sunova, look, I got to say quality, okay? Like, it's just got to be better. I mean, we had that saying for a while, better forever. Yeah, look, I mean, that's it. It's anything we build, anything we put our brand on, regardless of the price point, it's just got to be a better product. And so I'm all about good systems, having really well-trained staff. I mean, when I was younger and it was pretty much, well, just Bert alone or Bert and a small team, I mean, we had a reputation of basically being the best surfboard money could buy. And so I wanted to keep that reputation by essentially just training people to be me, like having my eye. I'll tell you, these days it's amazing. Like our staff and the crew around, man, unbelievably good. I mean, everybody's better than me now. So yeah, so the DNA of Sunova is really just the quality craftsmanship is really the thing that stands out. And just making sure people get really, really good value for money. Oh man, do you actually light a cigarette during an interview? Is that even doable? Yeah. So a question, eh? Question about a memorable board. What's the most memorable board I've shaped and why? Well, I don't know. I mean, this is my personal collection. And a couple of team boards here and there that I've got back over the years. I don't know. I'm going to say this one here. I mean, it's super lightweight, high performance longboard, 8 foot. And yeah, the story behind that board is I had a team rider. It was back in '99, Australia, and Justin Redman. And he was over in Victoria, and he had about a week to go, and he was going to be competing in the Australian national titles, like the big one, right? Everyone wants the national title. So he's over there, get a phone call, he snapped his board. And I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? Damn it. Okay, so it turns out I just go to work instantly, start building a new board for him. Over the next 3 days, I built it, 3.5 days. And I'm super broke at the time, pretty poor, sort of young, emerging shaper. And I was like, fuck, what do I do? Do I pay for a plane ticket to fly to the other side of the country, or do I pay my electricity bill? Anyway, it turns out I wasn't going to be there, didn't need electricity, fuck it, get my electricity cut, jump on a plane, get there, deliver the board to JR. He goes in the contest and he wins the contest. And so it's just like the life of a board builder, you know, you just sometimes I felt at that moment, it was like dropping everything on 32 red. And it's a bit of a gamble, you know, but it's unreal because that actually paid off, and JR got a lot of press out of that, and he was in the magazines, full page spread, videos, news, all sorts of things, TV. So, yeah, it was just one of those things, you know, you put a lot of effort in. It was a memorable moment. So I've actually, so there's the board, and yeah, in the office here, I actually have that trophy still. I was asked to pull it out of a box recently. So there it is. It's the Australian Longboard National Titles, 1999, first place, 8-foot division. Nice trophy, eh? Yeah. So that was Justin on that board. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's about it, right? Like, I'm still here. It's like 40 years later. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, no, so I think I missed a decade. Anyway, been kicking around building surfboards since the 70s, still doing it. Yeah, loving it. Love to work on new things. I don't know, what can I say? Buy Sunova. Okay, that's it. Bert Burger signing off, I guess. A little bit of a bio, a little bit of an intro. Couple of questions about Bert currently. Okay.